Hello, everybody. My name is Chris, and today we're gonna be playing this little fun little game. Right? It's a demo. It's called Boxroom, and it looked a little quirky, a little fun, and the whole idea is that it's basically like a room decorator, right? Except it pulls from your Steam library, and so over here in that box is every game that I own on Steam. And the idea is you go and obviously we have a desk and a chair and a room, but you go through and you create a room. You create your room, whatever you want. Right? Under the box code sample catalog. This catalog contains a small sample of our full product range to get you started in your own box room. Right? So you get like shelves and more shelves and cabinets and beanbag chairs, desks, computers, all the kinds of things. And then you just set it up everywhere. It seems so simple, but I thought it was really cool. And so I wanted to give it a try. And also, if it was really cool, kind of show it off a bit, because I think it's a really interesting concept. And so, let's see, we could expand or shrink the room. Got our hammer out. Ooh. Okay. So we want a good amount of space, right? We don't want to feel cramped. That we don't need windows. What's the sunlight? What has the sun ever done for us? Get that out of here. Right? Not a bad start. Not a bad start, right? So I think we gotta go to the catalog, right? We gotta order some things. We need stuff. So I think this is just the biggest bookshelf we have that we can get, right? Pine bookcase wide, comes assembled, ideal game case storage. Right, I think we get 2 of these. And then, I think maybe like a cobalt. Oh wait, no, that's the wall color. So let's do this. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. There we go. Because do we want the desk by the window? Perchance, maybe in the corner. Maybe in the corner. So then do we, you know what? We should actually get a new desk first. It is one of the most important things. So desk 1, desk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So out of all these, what is the nicest? Like desk 7 looks nice, but I personally have a fan of like the open tops, right? So we go out of here. So I think if we do, you know what? Let's slap it. Let's slap it right there. That's good. Okay, we'll go back in the catalog. I don't know. We'll get to this. I think this is all the stages of perfection. All right, office chair 3. I don't know what those don't seem. That doesn't seem very comfortable. Good office chair 2. I can slap that over here. I think if we, kind of treat it like we're, like we pushed it aside, we're standing up. That out of here. Get that out of here. Okay. Now Not to put everything in the corner, but I think that's nice. That looks pretty good. I don't know if we want to do the whole room this color, but I think for the corner, do the whole room, and we can change it afterwards. Very blue. It's very blue. But let's get to this, right? So we got in this box every game allegedly that I have on Steam. And so let's see, what can we start? We got, that's topical. That's a recent one. Look at that. Subnautica. How cool. Right, that we can place this here, or we can inspect the box. Which is like it pulls the artwork, which is rad. Unknown Worlds Entertainment. We go in here. We got the disc. The disc. Right? Crazy concept. And it includes some you know, like a, you know, like what used to come in these cases. And then play, I imagine, and I believe I read this will actually launch the game as well. If you pull them from in here. Right, so let's go Subnautica. And then as you pull them out, they get replaced with other ones underneath. No Man's Sky. Hello Games, open this up. There's this. Look at some of these. Very cool. Big fan. I'd say it would be impressive on release of this game when it fully comes out if they actually included like your playtime somewhere. Do you know how much you've done? Because I think this is really cool. So we're gonna close that. No Man's Sky. Put it there. All right, what else do we got? We got, oh, Resident Evil 2004, the original Resident Evil. Oh man, I haven't not looked at the original in a while. That's crazy. We did the remake twice. I love this game. We will be playing it. I have this on the Wii. I'm prepared. Put you right up there. Interesting is if you could see like on here, like the swords, gun. So there's actually a genre breakdown. I'm not sure what the sword means exactly, but oh, Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Haven't played this one yet, so it's gonna go at the bottom. And then let's see, Half-Life. Haven't played this one yet either. That also will go on the bottom. I have this. You're gonna see a lot of games that either we're planning on doing or that will be done. Oh, Resident Evil 7. So good. It's kind of nostalgic, because it's like going through your old games. And I imagine that's kind of the feeling, right? Is going and it almost forces you to confront your entire library just to be like, oh man, cool stuff. Trombone Champ. I've not played this yet. I bought it and I was like, you know what, we could play this as maybe like a fun thing one day, just as a kind of like a goof. Because it looked pretty fun. pretty funny. Big fan of Guitar Hero, so it gave me that same vibe. Trombone Champ. Middle shelf. Age of Wonders 3. Right, I think I got this one for free. Or something. And then... Or it was a gift. Or I bought it. One of those things is true. Outer Wilds. Yeah. This is an incredible game. I'm so into it. We're playing it right now. And it's really good. It's going on the top shelf. Let's see, X4 Foundations. Super fun 4X strategy game. Right, and then we got XCOM 2, another absolute top tier game. That was also, ironically, both X4 and XCOM 2 were gifted by my friend Matt Rowland, who's also on the part of the channel, and really good. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Currently playing through the first one, so this one is also on the list. Put that there. But I haven't looked at it because I don't want to spoil anything, just in case. GTFO. This game was hard. This game was really hard. I never really had anybody to play it with, like, confidently, because it has such a steep, or it's a very easy game to fail at and die. It's real tricky, get real stressful, but it's cool. It's aesthetically, it's really rad. Crucible. Oh my god! I guess, yeah, I do have this. This is technically my library. Say 2020, the beta for this game before it fell apart. This was Amazon Studios, right? Which is like an arena shooter, right? Arena hero shooter-ish with like MOBA-esque, kinda. It was an interesting idea. It did not last very long at all. The plug was pulled on that quickly. The Sims 4. A classic. Oh my god, I'm realizing how many games I actually have. Second Extinction. This was unfortunate. This had such potential, and they just fucking didn't. And then they strung this was an early access, right? And they kind of strung everything out for so long, be like, okay, well, the full release is gonna come out soon. It'll be out soon. We're gonna add new dinosaurs, new maps, because the idea is it's like a 4-player team, and you drop on these maps, and obviously there's dinosaurs, and you have to complete like certain objectives, and then get out, kind of Extraction-esque, but not like Extraction shooters now. But either way, you're gonna do this. The game was hardly ever updated for a while, and then there was like a year of silence after being like, oh, well, the date's gonna come out in August, and then we've moved the release to September, and then it's like, it'll be out in October, guys, something like that. And then it was like a year of silence, and then they came out and we're like, yeah, by the way, we're just gonna cancel the game. We've run out of money. We've run out of money. We have no way to finish this game at all after like a year and a half of like nothing happening to it. It was very upsetting to a lot of people, and I think it was very frustrating. It had potential, but they just It felt very mismanaged. Dark Souls 3. Funny enough, this was my first Dark Soul, my first Souls game, because I played this for a little bit, didn't get very far at the time when I got this. I was not good at the game at all, and not good. The second one was Demon Souls on the PS5, and then I haven't gone back yet. The idea of Dark Souls 3, it's like one day, because I fucking love Souls games. Oh, you don't need to be down there. Go next to Trombone Champ. This I got for free. I don't remember how I did it, but I have this for free. And it's probably pretty good. It is Traveler's Tales, so it's probably a really good Lego game. Right? I know nothing of Ninjago, so it is one that I possess, but I know not what I possess. And then Black Desert. Oh geez, I got this. What was this? I also ended up getting this for free way back when. Right, but then I never paid for anything for the game, so I just never got into it. And I didn't care for like the gameplay style. It wasn't my thing. Right, as an MMO. And ironically, Crimson Desert has come out recently and super sandboxy. I'm not sure if I'm gonna play it. But it looks like it looks good. It looks cool. It looks like a fun time. And I think the only thing I'm hesitating on is because I'm not super sandboxy. Right? I definitely go for more of the story focus, but the gameplay looks like it carries pretty much the entire game. And it looks like looks awesome. Yeah. Claire Obscure. Expedition 33. Now, I don't have to praise this game, but I will. Because it's fucking great. It's so good. It's literally it's amazing. It is shot up to it's in my top 10 games after playing it. And we played it on the channel last year, 2025, and we are approaching the 1-year anniversary too of its release. But so fucking good. So fun. But actually, you know what? You're gonna go right over here. You're gonna go right next to the desk so I can get you first. Goodness. Oh, we got so many. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. This was gifted to me by a friend. Because I had this on my wish list. And it was gifted to me. I thought it was pretty cool. And I think the idea of it being open world, and then I had heard out it's like hundreds of hours long, and I was like, one day I'll get into it. Tinkertown. See, this is a fun little indie. It kind of reminded me of like Terraria and Zelda-esque. Right, like pixel top-down crafting, but also like RPG. Neat. Then we'll put that shelf. I have no sense of organization right now. Oh my god, there's so many. Halo Infinite. Go down there. And then, let's see. Detroit Become Human. Got top tier game. So good. Connor. Icon. This game, fucking love it. Played it on the channel too. You got the top shelf. Summer Mara. That's right. I got this demo, right? Because it was kind of like this 3D farming narrative kind of thing. It looked whimsical. It looked just kind of like very fun. And then I never finished it. And so from there, I was like, well, maybe one day I'll come back to it. Personally, I didn't do it on the channel. It was just like something I noticed. Me. My God. Jump Force. Now that's a name I've not heard in a long time. Spike Chunsoft Company. This was an interesting game. Because it was trying to be like the kind of like the anime battles where it's like the Naruto Shippuden, but also like the Budokai, Dragon Ball Budokai games, and like the 3v3s, but it's all 1v1, and you have like your tag-ins and swaps and like ultimate attacks and stuff. And it did not last very long either. Now, it's delisted. You cannot get this game anymore. You can't do it. The only way you could possibly own this game is if you have somebody else's account, or you get it on a disc, right? But there was never like a Game of the Year version or like another version, so it is not possible to... I don't know if you can still update the game if you buy it on like the PS4. I imagine you could update it. Maybe. You can't get the DLC. You can't get the DLC for the game, which is a shame. Right? Because the whole idea of delisting this was, I think, fucking criminal. Even though the game wasn't, like, amazing, I still think it shouldn't have been delisted. I think that's crazy. Plus, this game, aside from being a big One Piece fan and Dragon Ball fan, and I fucking love this, and Bleach, love that too, they had Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh! That you could play as in this game. You could play as Yugi, and the DLC was Kaiba, which I also thought was crazy, right? And I own majority of the DLC. Mostly because I wanted Kaiba at the time. But I just think this was really cool that they added Yugi and Kaiba, and you could actually fight. It was their god cards were Slifer and Obelisk for their ultimates. It was cool. Right? It wasn't a super deep game. The story was kind of iffy, but you weren't playing this for the story. You were playing it because it was neat, and you could play as your cool characters. But it burned out very quickly. The Warlock of Firetop Mountain. This I've been saving because I really want... I thought this would be a great game to stream, just for kicks, you know? Just for fun. And it's like, well, why would it be fun? Because it's choice-based. It's choice-based, and so it would 100% be, you know, like, you guys deciding what we do. Enter the cave to the left, cave to the right, glance around the vile pit, right? I don't make any of these choices. You guys do it. I think that would be fun. I think it would be fun to do. Right? Because it's a choose your own adventure. That's the idea. So I thought that would be really cool. Then, oh geez, there's so much. Oh, Stormgate. This is a game I can't talk about too much because it frustrates me in sort of like a hopeful and like tragic way. Because this was boasted from Frost Giant Studios to basically be the successor to StarCraft 2, right? Like in their vision, right? They themselves were like the next great RTS, right? These are their words, and you know they pumped out their credentials because a lot of them worked for Blizzard, right? So they were like, oh, this, you know, we got people on the team that worked on Warcraft 3, you know, back in the day, and you know, StarCraft 2, Warcraft 3, you know, and it was like, oh, okay. So These aren't a bunch of fools working on this game, or like people that are, first RTS. These are. It's not a cash grab. That was the idea. It wasn't just somebody posted like they had some connection to Blizzard. It was like, no, this could be a real thing. And it just was kind of a mess I would say for most of its time. And I had a lot of hope for it. Right, because I played it before early access. And it's changed a lot. It's changed a lot since then. But I think there's a lot of issues with the game, right? The most respectful way I could say it is there's a lot of issues with this and the team's ability to adapt to feedback, and it's had a rough go. It had the story rewritten for the campaign from the ground up fully, right after it came out in early access. And yeah, I could talk about it more, but I think that's really so. It's unfortunate, and right now the servers are going down for the game too, because I guess the parent company invested. Oh no, the parent company invested so heavily in AI that they're actually just straight up shutting down the servers to the game, and so the developers are looking for another company to host for. But until then, they're basically patching it to run offline. But that's the way that goes. Superliminal. I think this is the demo. I don't have the full game. I downloaded the demo I think like a week ago, because after playing another game and Stanley Parable recently, this was like very much told to me to play. It's like, you gotta play Superliminal. It's got the same vibes. It's a cool game. And so we'll have to give that a go at some point. Titan Quest Anniversary. This game, this is the anniversary edition, right? The 2016 release date. I got this game originally. This is the version on Steam that I have, but what is it? Long time ago, 3,000 years ago, when this game first came out, my friend had a computer. Couldn't run this game at all. And he was like, I can't run it. Do you want it? And he gave it to me, and it was like, I think it was like 2 or 3 discs, something like that. It was like one of those thick PC game cases. And I installed it, and it's Diablo, but in like Greece, Rome, right? That like Greek Diablo, basically. It's really cool. I was not good at it, but it was cool. It was really rad. It was a rad game. Much better. If I played it now, I'd probably be a lot better at it than I did way back when. Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga. Peak Lego. Traveler's Tales, Star Wars. Timeless. The amount of hours that I sunk into these games, both I had on... what was it? I can't remember if I had this on GameCube, or this was even out on GameCube. I know I also had it on my PSP as well. One of the Lego Star Wars. I think it might have been this one too. Top tier game. Xenoverse 2, Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. MMO-esque, like a MMO light-ish, kind of, right? Dragon Ball game. A lot of hours sunk into this on the PS4, that's for sure. And then I ended up getting it on PC so many years ago. Like, I don't even know, like well over 6 years ago. Path of Exile, the first one, Grinding Gear Games. Really good game. Also, either like kind of a spiritual successor to Diablo 2. Sea of Thieves, another really good game. Way more fun with people. Tried it by myself. Way more fun when I played it with others. Hilarious opportunities, but a lot of fun. Sword of the Necromancer, another really cool indie game. Right, pixel and top down. Really, really fun. Right, very adventure RPG. And then, let's see. That's a cool one. It's funny how this is like, oh wait, we can decorate the room, and then it's just like so long. Go through every single game, which is basically, I don't know. I didn't think this was good. You know what you got into if you're still here. Okay, we got so much. Star Wars Squadrons. That's not what I picked up. I picked up this one now. Fears to Fathom. Norwood Hitchhike. Absolutely fucking terrifying. I don't know what it is about these games. Freak me out. They're so good. They're so good. And you think, oh, because they're low fidelity, and I'm not going to spoil anything, but they do so good at making it just feel like a real situation. I think that's what lends to the fear that you fathom, right? Is that it feels real and believable. And it's very, for me, it's very immersive. I get very immersed into games, right? I get locked in. And so for those, I'm like fucking in it. Dead Space. I repurchased this after we beat it on the channel. By the way, absolutely fucking awesome game. Awesome remake. It is a crime that they literally aren't doing a second one. They aren't doing the Dead Space 2 remake. Insane. Insane, because this didn't reach some like arbitrary EA number. Right, this game is so good. I fucking love it. And so I had to buy, we played it on PS5 on the channel, then I had to buy it again on PC because I really like the game. Really big fan. Death Stranding. I've had this fucking game for so long. I think I've had this since probably like August or September 2020. And I've not even booted it up. Because I said, you know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play this on the channel. I'm gonna play this on the channel one day. And that day has yet to come, but it will. It will. And I've not looked up anything for it. So it's definitely, I'm not even gonna open the case. I don't want to see a screenshot. But it's one I think about. Oh my god. What Remains of Edith Finch? This is a fucking phenomenal narrative game. Genuinely so good. I don't like, it's so visually cool. The whole thing is like you're not doing any like combat, you're not like running around all crazy dodging anything, but it is an incredibly immersive narrative game where you're going into your old home and you're kind of reliving memories, but you're also seeing it's like a massive home your entire family and like extended family lived in. And so you kind of experience and learn about them as well. Right? The Finch family. It's so good. If a narrative game is something up your alley, that is easily, I think, one of the coolest ones. On a long list of cool ones. The Finals, yep, that's a game. I could never get into it. I tried. But maybe it's not a fault of the game, maybe it's me. Right? Oh, Valheim. Need I say anything? Fantastic game. Nordic survival crafting game. So many hours. So many good times. Sadly, nobody to play it with. But that's okay. That's okay, because it's still really fun solo. Gary's mod. Also, really good times. Some of those mods in there. Void Crew. This was a cool one. It only came out, I was gonna say last year, but kind of November last year. And it's essentially a 4-person co-op game where you man a ship together and you go out on these like specific missions, whether it's to like retrieve something, you know, eliminate something, some enemy, whatever, right? But you have an entire ship. And in the ship, you have all the systems, right? You have the guns, you have the shield, you have the fuel, you have the exterior, like, you say, like the hull and armor and everything. And you also have guns inside that you can like physically man. And the idea is like you have your squad of people, like you and your friends, or people. I don't know if you can queue online. I'm not sure. I haven't looked. But you work together to complete these missions. So like somebody steers the ship, and their whole job, like essentially, is to steer the ship. And there's proximity chat, and you can talk to each other. So you tell like the one person who's flying the ship, you know, go in a certain way, watch out. You have somebody else who's inside running around manning the weapons, making sure that repairs are done, because damage can happen, as well as you might have to send somebody outside to actually physically repair the exterior of the ship while the person is driving it, while you're under attack. And it's just like, essentially, the impression I got was like, it's like a space Sea of Thieves, kind of. And there's a couple other games like this, but this was the first one I played, and I thought it was a lot of fun. I thought it was really cool. This video has turned into just me talking about every game that I own. That's what this is now. I fucking love this thing. I love this game. I bought this day one when this came out because I've been a huge, if I'm One Piece fan, obviously, to the end of my days. But also, I've played every Pirates Warrior game since the inception. Whereas Pirate Warriors 1 was the most different. And then 2 and 3 and 4 kind of fell into the traditional like Dynasty Warriors, Samurai Warriors kind of way. And 4 was fucking incredible. It's actually the first video on the channel was me playing the introduction to this game. Right? Ripping the band-aid off, being like, you know what? I'm so interested in this. I'm so excited. I was like, you know what? This is something I can give it a go. Give it a shot. And I did. And I fucking love this game. And for so long, I never returned to the game because I was like, I would probably want to finish it on the channel. Right? And then I never did. And then I never came back to do it because we got wrapped up in so many other games. But I fucking love that game. Destiny 2. What? For me, unfortunate. Not as big of a fan of it as the first one. Right? By the end of the whole cycle of Destiny 1, I was like, cool, Destiny, this is neat. This is neat. Because I've been Destiny since day one. And then Destiny 2 came out, and I just couldn't get into it. And then eventually they started deleting content. So like the entire storyline that launched Destiny 2 is unplayable. It doesn't exist anymore. So it's like, okay, sure. That's a weird thing to do. But what do I know? The Witcher 3. What do I need to say about The Witcher 3? God tier game. We played it on the channel. I think this was, aside from Baldur's Gate, I think this is the longest series we've ever done, lengthwise. I think it's well over, it's like 169? Is it 169? I think the base story mode, we broke 100 episodes, and then we did both of the DLCs. It was fucking great. Absolute god tier game. Great RPG. Really cool. So good. What else can I say that hasn't already been said? Resident Evil Village. Another beautiful game that I had a lot of fun with. First series on the channel. First like real like that we're playing a whole game through on the channel. This was what we did way back when. And I really liked it. Was it as scary as it could have been? Not even close. But it was fun. It was fun to do. It was fun to do, and it was a cool follow-up to 7. They dialed back a lot of the fear, but a lot going on. And I love Village. It's so good. For me. I know not everybody feels the same way, but I had a lot of fun, and it's definitely my top Resident Evils. It's not at the top, but it's up there. Midnight Suns. This was another game I wanted to play on the channel, and at some point I was like, I just don't have the time, and I was like, we're playing a bunch of other really fun games, and I just don't know where to work this in. So I started playing it on my own years ago. I think like 2 years ago, year and a half, something like that. And I thought it was really cool. The thing is, the combat in this game was a lot of fun. I was worried about the card thing like everybody was, but realistically, this was rad. This was really cool. The problem that I had, and I think it really kind of stopped me from playing it, was the amount of narrative, which sounds crazy. It does. It sounds crazy to be like, wow, an RPG with too much narrative. I was spending hours between combat. And I say hours because it's literally conversations, like plot conversations, cutscenes. Then it would go back to like, the hub area where then you have a number of conversations with other people, but then you can follow up with conversations with other people. And those conversations have a bunch of trees. And it would just be so much time to then it would be like, okay, well, now go on a mission. The mission would be like 40 minutes, right? And it would feel cool. The combat's awesome. It feels really fun. And then it would go back to like another like couple hours of talking, like an hour or so. And because I was trying to be thorough, right? So I was talking to everybody. I could have probably skipped it all to make it more fun, but I couldn't do that. It was just so much narrative that I think I just got tired. I got not tired of it, like bored, but sort of like, this is a lot to take in very often. And not enough of the actual like cool strategy combat, right? That XCOM style combat that I thought was really cool, because everything else about the game looks really great. Everything about the game is really good. And it's not like the conversations are bad, right? Like the main character and the main plot kind of around it is like, it's okay. All the conversations with the actual Marvel characters are fucking cool. And one day I will finish that game. One day. I thought it was really cool. Resident Evil 0. Man. Very, very cool how it ties this and Resident Evil 1 together, and then kind of leads into everything for the rest of the franchise, like lore-wise. I thought it was great. I tried it on the channel. We have a video. I think it was like, how many hours did I play? It was like at least like 5 or 6 5, 6, 7 hours, something like that. And I soft locked myself in the game like a fool. And we got stuck at the bat boss. If you know what I'm talking about, got to the bat boss, and all I had was a shotgun with like 8 or 9 shells and a handgun. That was it. That's all I had. So it was impossible. And I was playing it on hard mode too, because I'm crazy. So the innate masochism. I was so confident, and I screwed up. So, and I looked it up too. I was like, okay, is it possible statistically for me to do this? And I guess it's not, because the bat boss not only has all these tiny little bats that fly around him, which is insane, and they keep coming, but the fact that the bat boss, even with a shotgun, you gotta hit him. And if I hit the other small bats, it's a waste of a shell. And so in order to kill the bat boss, I think I needed 11 direct shots with a shotgun. I had 9 shells. It was statistically not possible to do it. So I would have had to go back into the game, and I will one day, right? Because we got to finish Requiem. We got to finish Requiem, and we got Revelations and stuff. But I do want to finish this eventually, for my own pride. But I think I got to backtrack. I don't want to start over, but I think I got to load an earlier save. But anyway, that's a fun one. Uno. Who doesn't love Uno? What do I have to say about Uno? It's Uno. It plays like Uno. It is Uno. Arkham Origins. I own this. I bought this for the channel because everybody who ever brought it up was a big fan of the game, right? So I got that. Arkham Asylum, as well as the other one. I don't see it on here, but I got the Arkham trilogy games. Play. Then Telltale's Batman. I thought was also going to be a cool one to do. Big fan of Telltale games. Human Revolution. That's also going to be something we do eventually. Right, we got to get through the lot of Deus Ex. Ori and the Blind Forest. I have this, and I think I have the sequel. I think I have the sequel. These were also planned to be on the channel as well. Tavern Manager Simulator. This shit was really fun. I've been playing this for fun, just in my off time. I don't have any of it. But what I did, it's really neat. It's a tavern simulator, right? You get a tavern, you serve patrons, you give them the drinks, you give them the food, you get money, clean up the tables, you manage the place, you spend that money on expanding the size of the tavern, buying new tables, chairs, you buy new expansion stuff. It's cool. It's neat. And all of like the cooking, the cleaning, and the prepping, all the stuff, all these like little mini games. The art style I thought was really cool. It was definitely World of Warcraft-esque, like that early kind of, not cartoony style, but you know what I mean. You could see it. And outside the tavern, like, yeah, there's like a whole town you can walk around. It's neat. It's cool. Right, there's a demo of it, I believe, but I bought the game. Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, another game that has been highly suggested that we play, and so I bought that a while back. That's on the list. That is Relics of War. I've not played this one, but I got this. I think it was part of a bundle or something, because I was getting really into Warhammer after playing Space Marine 2 for a little bit. Remnant from the Ashes. This game was cool as shit. Big fan. It's obviously what is it? When this first was shown off, it was like, oh, it's like Dark Souls with guns. It kind of is. It kind of is. It's very soul-like. Soul-like game where optional 3-player co-op, but there are guns, there are weapons, melee and ranged, and it's really cool. I haven't played the second one. I want to, but I sunk a lot of time into Remnant in my off time. And big fan. Big fan of the game. Among Us mentioned. That, I mean, it speaks for itself, right? What a time. Only ever had a small group of people to play it with, and that fell apart. But people stopped getting interested in it. But it was a time. The Evil Within by Tango Gameworks. This game I never finished. I did one episode on the channel for Halloween years ago, and I thought it was neat. I thought it was really cool, right? Because this is essentially, the vision of this is done by the OG creator of Resident Evil, and so the vibe was there, right? Very survival horror, and one day I think it'd be fun to go back and actually finish that game. It's cool. Plus, there's a sequel. Homeworld Remastered Collection. This I ended up getting because, what is it, Homeworld 3, I think, was shown off at some point, and I saw gameplay for it. I was like, this is cool. This looks really rad. Right? Strategy simulation game, space sim, and a lot of fun. Very cool game. The new one definitely seemed to fall off in a lot of ways, and I think the company did a lot of decisions that the community didn't really like. So I never ended up getting the new one, but the remastered collection is good. It's good. Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor. Okay. There's something about this game. Right, because what is it? I got this, it's on Steam. I got this for free on Steam with, I think it was through NVIDIA, GeForce Experience at some point, like not early on, but around sometime, I think in like 2017, 2016, something like that. I don't remember when. But I got this for free then, but I got this on my own with the PS4. Because I was like, Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor, open world-esque action game in the Lord of the Rings universe. I'm like, cool, big fan. And if you get past, which for this game is not, I don't think it's that hard to get past the, like very fan fiction-esque elements of the story. I don't think it's super crazy, because you're just this dude in Mordor kind of fighting around. You're not saving the world. You're not out here changing anything, and at least it doesn't feel like that. The second one, that's different. The second was very different. But the gameplay of this is super fun. This is where the Nemesis system first came in, before fucking Warner Brothers trademarked it forever. But I thought this game was a lot of fun to play. And it does feel like a lot of fun to play. But wasn't a fan of the sequel's direction. But that's me. What could I say? Lost Ark. Oh my god. I have not played this game since it came out. ARPG game from Amazon. Aesthetically, very cool boss designs, very cool areas, a lot of cool shit. Right? If you really played like high end, like you were spending money and it was the whole thing. But if you just played it to play it, it felt fun. It was really cool. It was a really cool game. And I went so hard on this for so long. I don't even know how many hours I have in this game, but it was a lot. It was a lot of hours. And then I think I just got burned down on it because I went so hard on it. In Other Waters, I've not played this one. I got this one with the intention of also probably playing it because I thought it looked cool. Vampire, another one I was gonna play for the last like 3 Halloweens and I never did. It looks really cool. Right? I think there's like a morality system to it. But it's a game about a vampire. Like you play as a vampire. How bad could it be? But from what I saw, it actually looks really great. My god. Elden Ring. Another peak game. Top tier. Right? And I played this on the channel. A couple episodes. Right? Handful of episodes. We did it. We did it when it came out. A lot of fun. This, I think, is probably my best Souls experience. Right? Aside for Dark Souls 3 briefly, and then Demon Souls we did a video on the channel of, and then it was Elden Ring. And this is a lot of fun. Made it past what is it? Was it Margaret the Felon? And then I also killed Godric the Grafted in the same episode, actually. I did them both. Did them both in. Really fun game. Really want to go back to it. Haven't, unfortunately, played it since we stopped playing it on the channel. One Piece World Seeker. This was a game that I feel like rides the line of really fun if you don't think about it too much. Because it is like a side story. None of it's not canon, obviously, but there's a bunch of like cameos and cool shit you could do, and it's open world. That was the whole thing. I was like, this could be fun open world, and I would say it's fun. I put a lot of time into that too, back when it came out. So very neat. Crimson Snow. This one recommended by a bunch of you guys, both in the Discord and on the channel, as a horror game. That'd be really good to play. And I bought that. I bought that a little bit ago with the intent of doing that. Coffee Talk, same kind of thing. Same kind of thing, right? It's like a narrative game where, you know, coffee shop, there's conversations, there's chats, there's yapping, and it's kind of just like very, say like laid back, but it's like a neat narrative game. And so this was another one I went on to play on the channel that I had not played before. God, there's so many. There's so many. This is kind of a lot, actually. Resident Evil 3. Pretty okay. Not bad. Not if you've never played the original, it's not bad. But if you played the RE2 remake, this will leave you wanting. Aesthetically, looks fucking phenomenal. They had a cool dodge mechanic, so you like dash around and dodge a little bit. And Carlos is a cool character, and Jill being back is fucking awesome, and Nemesis is cool, but there's a lot of potential that the game just kind of didn't leave out to, and there's a ton of stuff from the original 3 that was just not present in this one. I beat this in 6 hours. And I wasn't even rushing. It's just not a very long game. It's very linear. But it's not bad if you can get it on like a discount. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Very, very heavy RPG style Dragon Ball Z game. Right, a little bit of open world. More kind of cool combat system. Only played it for a little bit. I think like way early in the channel. I think I have 2 videos. That I did. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. The audio I don't think I had very well managed at the time, but it was kind of cool, right? It was a cool game. It was a cool game. Jeez, oh my gosh, what else do we have? We got Half-Life 2. I've not played that, obviously. to do that. The Banner Saga, that's another one that I thought was cool. Another narrative game. There's 3 of those, by the way. Still got to play those. Resident Evil Resistance. The Dead by Daylight Resident Evil game. Kind of. Right? Multiple survivors. You can't play it anymore. You can't play it anymore. But it was an interesting concept that they didn't really do a whole lot with afterwards, unfortunately. Elder Scrolls Skyrim. I own this? Do I? Really? No way. Do I? I have this on my PS5. I don't remember getting this on Steam. That's crazy. Wow. Because I don't remember getting this game. That's so weird. My friend Todd's been pushing me to play this again. Right? They're a big fan of Skyrim. I never made it past the intro, really. I think, and I'm not trying to like meme on it or anything, because I know it's like been talked about to death, but genuinely, the intro, I think, was so long that the time that I had to play it, I just ran out of time. I ran out of time by the time it got to character creator, and then I just was like, all right, well, maybe one day. But maybe we'll check it out sometime, at some point. Oh shit, the original Deus Ex Game of the Year edition. Right, this we played on the channel. Fucking top tier game. Absolutely so good. Narratively, mechanically, sandbox approach to a lot of the areas. Very cool. Very cool. Very influential game as well. Right? Also gifted to me by Bad Rollin', my friend. So, it's another absolute banger. And then, gee, what else we got here? Oh, Brutal Legend. I fucking love this game. This is easily a top 10 game for me. Can't play it on the channel because every single song in this game is all copyrighted heavy metal music. But it's so fucking good. It's so fucking good. I love this. And I know nowadays it's popular to just like, bring up Jack Black, but I fucking love this game. I thought he was hilarious. And like this it's like heavy metal apocalypse world. You get an axe, guitar, right? And it's badass as shit. It's so fucking cool. I would play this on the channel immediately. If I could, but I can't. I can't do it. Because sure, it might get copyrighted, but I also worry it'd go worse than that. But absolutely such a cool game. Such a cool game. That's going up there for me. Jeez, what else? There's so many games in here. My god, dude. What have I done? Baldur's Gate 3. Another absolute badass game that we're playing right now. Still. Going deep into the 60s episode. But no, so this is fucking cool as shit. So actually peak game. I can't say anything more that hasn't already been said about this. One swept game of the year and has just consistently been, even for me, just absolutely one of the best games in general. Helldivers 2, man, what a fucking time this was when this game came out. All about it. All about it. I have nobody to play this with anymore, but I also haven't played the game in a long time. Maybe like year-ish, year and a half. It's not as fun solo anymore to be running out there. But it's what a blast. What a great game. Ooh, this would. I guess this would be kind of a surprise. We were gonna play this on the channel soon. I was really into the idea of it, and I saw it kind of by happenstance on Steam, and I'm like, ooh, the art style's kind of cool. And it's like, oh wait, this is like a whole thing. It's like it's as close to like a D&D, not like Baldur's Gate D&D, but like a D&D narrative RPG. And it looks really cool. And after I purchased this, I own this, right? Afterwards, there were a couple people across a couple videos that were like, "Oh no, you gotta try this game out." So it's kind of convenient. But so you got all the text here, and then your choices: continue, third, second, first level, all the spell slots and spells and all these things. And this, it looks like a fun time, right? 19 DC, intelligence, D20 plus 5, 1d4 under the effect of bless, plus 6 DC because we're exhausted, right? Not a mimic sign. It doesn't indeed say not a mimic. Constitution 18, success, it speaks to you. And then you have these choices, and it's like that, and it seems like such a fun game. It seems like an absolute blast, and the art style is so whimsical. So anyway, I haven't said anything, so I guess it's here. Yeah, this is one we're gonna play soon because I think it just looks really fun. Looks like a great time. What is this? I don't know why I have this. I don't know where I got this. I think I got it for free. I think it ended up on my account in some way. I know I didn't buy it. Probably gonna be a lot of those. I imagine they're just like a lost to time. Oh, this is one I wanted us to play too, like XCOM Alien. And it has a story. It has a real. Apparently, it's got a pretty cool story, which is why I was really gonna do it. Right, pretty cool storyline. It's like it looks neat. Right, she looks crazy. Especially after we finished Alien Isolation, and I got really fucking into Alien as a franchise. I was like, shit, this looks cool. This looks great. And let's see, the Beginner's Guide. This is another one we're gonna do soon. There's another one we're gonna play soon. The Beginner's Guide. I'm not even gonna open it because I don't know what's in it. But we played the Stanley Parable, which was gifted by my friend Ree, and Beginner's Guide was also gifted at the same time in a bundle by the same friend Ree. And now that we played Stanley Parable, I still have to go back and play a couple more, get more endings. But we're also gonna play the Beginner's Guide, the Beginner's Guide. It's also gonna be an interesting experience. Speaking of, hold on, wait, put you right there. Where are you? There you are, the Stanley Parable. God tier game. Fucking incredible. This is the original, by the way. We played the original on the channel, not the Super Deluxe or whatever that one is. Not yet, we will eventually play that one. But we played the original Stanley Parable, and it was really cool. Revelations. Resident Evil Revelations. If anyone's been waiting for this, it is been owned by me for quite a while. In the event that we are going to go play it. And we will. I'm afraid to open it for spoilers. Just know Revelations 1 and 2. I have them both. And now you physically see that I have them. Oh, Heavy Rain. Another Quantic Dream game. I don't know, is this their first game in this style? Because I know it was like Heavy Rain, and then there's Beyond Two Souls. Right, because it was these, and then it was here, then it was Detroit Become Human. And so, yeah, Heavy Rain, really, really interesting game. Nowadays, it definitely shows kind of its age, But it's still a really neat game. We also played on the channel. This has also been on my fucking list to play. The Expanse. I've not seen the show. I've been told by everybody whenever I bring this up, they're like, oh my god, you gotta see it. It's so good. It's so cool. And I can't wait. I definitely got to. But they came out with a Telltale game for it. And I was just like, that seems like a really fun time. That seems like something we definitely gotta try. So that's on there too. Speaking of which, this is another one that I ended up getting not too long ago, because this was also heavily recommended by a lot of people. Control. Very cool idea. Very cool game. And you know what? I'm not even gonna look at it. I have no idea what it even is, other than everyone's like, oh, you gotta play it. You gotta play it. It's so good. And I believe you. There will be time. Which is, well, Disco Elysium. Another incredibly recommended game that has been in my life for a little bit. Also gifted by Matt Rowland this past Christmas. And so I'm excited one day say we're gonna play Disco Elysium. So just know that I do have it, and it is in the chamber. Ironbark Lookout. We haven't played this one yet, but I got it. I got it because I knew we were gonna do the Hitchhike, and the one after the Hitchhike was I believe is this one, the Ironbark Lookout. So I haven't looked at what this is yet, but we're gonna play that. Play that as well. There's no way. Do I own this too? This is crazy. I feel like there's no way I own this. Do I? I did not buy this. I know I didn't buy this because I didn't even buy the first one on Steam. I think this came free. This had to have come free with something. Something I got. It was like my graphics card. Something. I ended up with that game. Fucking god tier game. Absolutely top tier. It's nonsense. It's janky. It's kind of fucking weird. And you know, some of the levels are kind of annoying. But I fucking love every second of this game. I absolutely do. This is a game that needs to be on the channel at some point. Just, if anything, for just historical relevance. Fucking good ass game. Yeah, this and the first one, the first Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut. Both I had on GameCube. I love to this very day. Another game. I'm so sorry. This turned into a whole episode of essentially just me talking about all the games that I either haven't played or have played. That's what this is. That's what this is now. But I guess this is kind of the glory of what this Boxroom is, right? I've not played this. This is one I heavily wanted to play on the channel because Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch. Studio Ghibli art style. Looks fucking great. Looks really cool. And it's almost kind of like Pokemon-esque in a way that you... as far as I know, right? You're this kid, got magic, you summon little monsters, little creatures to do like, you know, the combat, like the fighting for you. And then there's like a really interesting narrative and all that. It's been what I've been waiting to play for so long, for so many years. And so that's been in collecting dust, ready and waiting for when we're ready. Total War Warhammer 2. Fucking awesome game. I know nothing of the lore, but I love these strategy games. So I got this in an attempt just because I like the aesthetic of the Warhammer. Right, not 40k Warhammer, but regular Warhammer. and like Warhammer Fantasy, I guess is the phrasing for it. And this was really cool, and I had Vermintide too as well. So, did a lot of those. Very cool games. What else? Path of Exile 2. Also a really great sequel. Awesome sequel. Have had zero time to play it. Played it for a handful of hours the first day that it dropped in early access, and I was like, this is badass. This is pretty cool. I'll be back. I know I got this for free. I don't remember where I got it, but I got this for free. It's like a 4-player co-op, kind of like Diablo-esque Tomb Raider. Right, but I never played it. I just have it. But the idea of it, I was like, that's kind of neat. It's a neat idea. Let's see. Pathfinder Kingmaker. Another one that has been requested to play some period of time after Baldur's Gate 3. And before we play... was it the other Pathfinder game? Wrath of the Righteous. So, it's this one, then Wrath of the Righteous, in that order. Right, we got Baldur's Gate 3. We also have... we got Dragon Age Origins that we're going to be playing after Baldur's Gate 3. But Darksiders 3, Darksiders 4 finally got announced recently. Thank the gods. It's not lost. There may be hope still. 3 was an interesting game. It embraced a lot of the Souls-like elements versus like the more Devil May Cry Zelda-esque of the first Darksiders, and then the more action RPG side of Darksiders 2. Darksiders 3, very much more action Souls-like-esque. Right? Not just in combat, but the fact, like, you have, like, all of, like, the elements that you envision a Souls-like game, or Souls game, this kind of took. But I thought it was cool. Fury plays really well. I was very happy with the game. But of course, it ends in a cliffhanger like they all do. And I was like, damn it, come on, where's the next one? Shit. So, big fan. Wallpaper engine. That's a staple. It's just good. That's why right now, what is it, my wallpapers are... I have three monitors. The same 3 monitors I've had for like 8 years. Right, it's a middle one, Clair Obscure, Expedition 33, and then I have on this one, My Neighbor Totoro, and then I have Subnautica on this one. And behind the wallpaper engine, my actual wallpaper itself is the screenshot I took of the party in Mass Effect 3, the Citadel DLC. The last time I had the whole gang together, I took a screenshot of that, and that has been my wallpaper ever since we finished Mass Effect 3. That's the time. But let's not get sentimental about that right now. Tempest Rising. This game is fucking cool. This game is awesome. I played 2 videos of this on the channel because I was really excited to show it off, and like a lot of people pointed out, it gets a little tricky playing RTS games on like as a series or even like as a video, because most of the fun is in doing it yourself, figuring out the strategies, playing them out, and doing it. Watching it is very different unless it's like a heavy story focus, and this had an interesting story. And funny enough, I even finished this campaign the other day. I think it was like last week. I went back and I finished the campaigns, like fully fleshed them out, and there's even a beta campaign for a 3rd faction. It's very exciting. But it gave me all of what I was excited about of an RTS. Right? Very, very... all the falling into it was very good after playing like Command and Conquer games, and then like StarCraft 2, right? Playing this, I was like, I recognize things. And so it was really fun. I absolutely love it. If you like RTS games, I can't recommend it enough. It's not sponsored. I just think it's so fucking good. And I'll stand by that. Stand by that. Was it? Ooh, Hypercharge Unboxed. This game I feel like isn't talked about enough. And it's mostly because it's an indie game, I think. But you play as an action figure. And it's an open area, sort of strategy tower defense-esque game. And you have character customization, obviously. And the skins all look very like action figure-esque. It's really well put together. And all the maps are from the viewpoint and size and scale of an actual toy. And they embrace it fully, so all the weapons look like actual action figure toys. You have literally the Argument in one of the backyard levels. This level's fucking cool. You can hop around to all of these. If you can get up to it, you can do it. Right? There's the coins. There's all this stuff. There's like even on here, right, with this gun, you see like there's the little screw, and it's very plasticky looking. They do a great job. I'm a big fan of this game. And just in case, it has local split screen. It has local split screen. You could play 2 people on the same computer. No internet required. It's a crazy concept. But it's a lot of fun. It's a great game. A lot of cool non brand specific versions of toys that you'd recognize. Oh man, what else? What else do we have? We have so many. There's so many of these. So many games. Right? Like we got Beyond Two Souls. This is gonna be one we play eventually too, because this was the other Quantic Dream game. So we did Heavy Rain. We did Detroit Become Human. And Beyond Two Souls is on that stack of things. Oh my god, this is one we need to do. Whether it was going to be streamed, whether we're going to record it. It is one of those kind of like point and click, old school. I don't even know what you call these kind of games, right? Kind of like putt-putt, that kind of style-esque. But yeah, apparently like it's really well written. It's really fun. It's funny. So we're gonna do that too. Oh my god, there's so many. I'm sorry. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. This is one I got so that when we play the Assassin's Creed games, we're gonna do all those. Not all the Assassin's Creeds. I got Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, and I have Black Flag, and obviously I have Odyssey. Gundam Evolution. This game had potential, and it just didn't go very strong. Essentially like Overwatch, but Gundam. Right? So it was cool. You had a lot of the Gundams that you could be, and probably was like there were battle passes and a lot of like purchases, and you had to purchase the new Gundams that came out, and some of them were like really good. So if you didn't purchase it, you were kind of behind a little bit. But there wasn't a lot of development with the game, it felt. So like not a lot of new maps, not a lot of new characters. And then they shut it down. That's the way that goes. Deus Ex The Fall. I've heard this one is not good, and I can't wait to play it. I've heard it is not good. It's not a good one. Let's see. My god, that's right. Listen, okay? Listen, this is different. This was a meme we downloaded. Our friends that I got sort of like out. It was sort of like a joke, and well, it kind of was. I mean, it was a joke that we goofed around, so don't judge me on it. But it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. We're just gonna put that right there. We're gonna move on. Star Wars Battlefront 2. Fucking really good. I was playing this since it came out. Fucking love this game. It's so good. It's definitely gotten better over time, obviously. And I'm not gonna get into all the specifics with it, because it's like there's a lot. There's a lot that happened with it with launch and everything. But it feels good to play. I'm sure it's not as good as the original Battlefront 2, but it's still a blast to play today. If you do. Let's see. Wolf Among Us, another Telltale game that was heavily recommended we do. Shut the fuck up, are you serious? I could have been rotating these the whole time? I did that by accident. No. Okay, guys, we gotta go back from the top. We gotta start up here. So, let's go real big. I'm just kidding, we're not gonna do all that's crazy. But that's cool, it actually has a back to the case. Damn. I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know we could rotate. I didn't know if we could rotate it. I tried to drag it, but didn't. Well, shit. Look at that. Descend into the depths of an alien underwater world filled with wonder and peril. Craft equipment, pilot submarines, and outsmart wildlife to explore lush coral reefs, volcanoes, cave systems, and more, all while trying to survive. Okay, that makes these like way cooler. Damn. I feel so dumb. I can't believe that. That's crazy. I never knew. Wow. Lead the members of Expedition 33 on their quest to destroy the Paintress so that she can never paint death again. Explore a world of wonders inspired by Belle Epoque France. Battle unique enemies in this turn-based RPG with real-time mechanics. Man, I don't know. This is a cool game. But let's take a little bit of a break, because we have been doing a lot of that, and we haven't even built out our room. Like come on, what are we doing? What are we doing, huh? I think floor-wise, carpets? Should we get a carpet? Is carpet good? I'm a fan of carpet. Carpet is comfortable. Though everyone will tell you hardwood floors are better. All right. Get that. Let's see. Television, no. So it'd be good to get a desk lamp, right, just in case. We do need a light switch. All right, let's get our computer out here. Monitor. Our PC. Top tier. And then we also need a keyboard. Okay, let's go. Let's do this, right? I'm not sure about this one now. Oh, we're gonna have to see if we could rip up all this carpet. I think it looks cozy. I think it looks cozier than, you know, what it would have been. Okay, so let's get that on there. And then our screen. And then our PC. Right, should we... Oh, that would be better, huh? Okay, so if we do this, right? That there we go, 5. With the classic on top of it. It's the way it's supposed to be. It's the way it's supposed to go. Jeez, where's... I need a door. I need a door. I don't even have a door to my room. There we go. Let's do a door. And... let's see, we do need a bed. Let's get a bed in here. TV would be a good idea. A couch. Chilling. And... do a... We'll apply those first. Nice. Okay, then light switch. Add you right there. 6, let's see, do we... you know... oh man, how's the feng shui look? If I do that against the window, I feel like aesthetically that's nice, but then we'd have the table out here in the middle, which probably isn't very good. This doesn't feel like a great spot at all. Okay. So I gotta put the door there now. I gotta commit to something. You know, don't judge me on my room placement. This is... sometimes... oh god, this is a terrible spot. I don't know why I'm so worried. It's not even real. But it's real to me. Okay. I feel like... no, because you never want the bed facing the door. You never want the bed facing the door. That's not good. So I will put the bed... actually... I'll put the bed right there. Okay, then you know what? I'm actually gonna put the couch against norms. I'm gonna put it right there. I know, crazy. Wild. And so for the sake of it, we're gonna have you for next to the TV. Couple of shelves, right? Posters would be cool. Couple of posters, right? Yo, we don't need the lamp on the desk. What do we need light for? Hold on. Right. Oh, that's not that's bothersome. It does not like me to place it there. It does not like it. Oh, look at that, I made a cubby. Okay, now hold on. Okay. Okay. Poster-wise, I'm gonna do one poster here. And then we'll do a Mm. That's a massive poster. Good lord. Poster above the bed. Oh man, this is kind of this. It's coming together. All right, it's coming together. All right, there's not any music in this. I realize there's no music, and that's okay. I might have to add music in. All right, we'll get the beanbag chair. So we need a mouse, computer, a joystick. Need one too. Let's see, do we want... Oh, you know, wallpaper, that could be cool. What a weird room I have. What have I done? What is this? Yeah, but half and half. For no reason. Chaos. No, I can't just put the TV on the floor like that. Okay, we'll put you there. Mouse over here. This is that's the beanbag for the friend that comes over when everyone else is sitting on the chair already. Or on the couch. Let's see. I have to go to a desk. I need a desk. Bedside table, the pine shelf, like maybe. That's probably not a bad one. Radio, lamp. Oh, we need speakers. We need speakers. We need speakers. How else are we gonna hear? And a floppy disk. Perfect. Then we put the TV on here. Two-player, right? As you do. And then nice. Yeah. Okay. It's coming together. It's all right. It's a bit of okay. Okay, how do I... Okay. How do I decide what the poster is? Is there a way? I feel like there's a way to do it. I just don't know how to do that. Right, there's the wall painting. There's the posters. Uses game cover art. Okay, so if I go, let's say, player obscure. Ah, there we go. Apply box art. Fuck yeah. All right, no, it's coming together now. Here we go. Baldur's Gate 3. Bam. Alright, this is cool. This is cool. Here we go. You know what, Subnautica? You're gonna be kind of cool. There we go. And then... Oh, so many good choices. Think... Definitely Resident Evil 4. Feels very of the time, anyway. Let's see what else we got. I think we should probably pick on the top shelf, right? Stanley Parable. Ironic, right by the desk. Okay, this is cool. This is neat. I gotta figure out the wallpaper though, because this is I just did straight paint. Not good. Doesn't look great. Let's see what's the salmon floor look like. And then we'll also get the hardwood. Yeah, let's see. Wood chip classic. Maybe? Let's see. Yeah, but it seems so boring. It seems so, it's not some, it doesn't seem as fun. That seems far too modern. I need it to feel like it's 30 years ago. Like carpet that I didn't pick that came with the house. And you just kind of accept like, well, this is the room. This is what we got now. Or for some reason, like half, 50% purple. Loading screen gray. Okay. Let's see what that looks like. Expansion pass. I did like the heroic cobalt. That was cool. Arcade grape. I feel like it's pretty close to what this is. But let's see. Safe state peach, beige mode. Maybe beige mode? Let's see. Windows. Elm Squares carpet. Wait, the wood strip tiles. Okay, we gotta see. We gotta see these. That's just what it does like halfway through. Like, he doesn't look bad, but it's not the look we're going for. Yeah. Not exactly what we need. Okay, I feel like we're getting close. This one seems very cool. This is a darker purple. I'm a fan. It's almost there. Obviously we need more fixtures on the ceiling, but it's getting there. It's getting there. Getting there. What was this color? Loading screen gray. You know what? It's not the worst. Maybe the other color might be a little bit better, but I feel like this contrasts more with all the color that we're probably gonna have. So, wait, can I? Okay. All right. Now we're talking. Okay. Now we gotta see. I gotta see. How does this? Now we could sleep with all of them every day forever. As much as we want. You know, I feel like having the Baldur's Gate bed set and the Expedition 33 poster, I feel like that's nice. Looks good. Okay, can I? Oh, that's not what I had to do. Okay. I think. Oh, uh-oh. I guess I guess I don't really need to interact with it. Where is the carpet? Cord carpet. Right, because I'm thinking cord carpet. Maybe the gray carpet's a little too much. Blue Hill Zone. Short pile. We might go with the salmon. Weirdly enough, I feel like that wasn't the worst thing in the world. I don't know about this one. Guys. It's not hitting. Oh, I can just do the whole room. Bam. God, that's so convenient. No, because now it looks like a void. Now it looks like a void in space. Ooh, okay. Now we're having fun. This is cool. This is neat. Now the only thing... Can I design the couch? I can't design the couch. How's a Witcher 3 bedspread? Whoa. Neat. I still like the Baldur's Gate one. I feel like that is very cool. Very reminiscent. Alright, so it doesn't seem like we could change these too much. Yeah, not particularly. And obviously we can make the room bigger, we can change anything around that we want. It's all to whatever we want it to be. Right, so we got our one room. You can make more rooms. Apparently there's going to be workshops. So you can do more mods. That's going to be fascinating. Right, okay, so I need to test. I want to test this. Let's go Baldur's Gate 3. Okay, I cannot place the art. on other things. Inspect, open, because I gotta test this. I hit play. It actually launches the game. That's crazy. You can't see it because it opens a different screen. How does that work? How does that work? Does the other game does Boxer just keep running in the background? Let's see if you... It hasn't changed in the recording. Nope, still not. I know you can hear it though. You hear it. It's going. It is running. I'm not gonna go into the game, just in case anyone who's watching this hasn't played Baldur's Gate 3. I don't want to spoil where we're at. But yeah, that's pretty cool. It actually does. Right, because let's say you want to keep this on here instead of the shelf. We open this. I'm kind of curious, how does this work, right? Because I guess this game keeps running in the background while it launches the other game. Still in here. Player obscure. Hello. See if we play. Oh, no, it's doing it. Okay. That's kind of cool. I'm curious how, because obviously if you have one running in the background while you're playing another game, it's obviously two games running, a lot of resources. Okay. I open Task Manager. Boxroom is still running. It's still running. And funny enough, it's using more RAM than Expedition 33 right now. But I guess, I mean, again, this is early still, right? This is a demo. This is just kind of like, oh, hey, cool, check it out. It's neat. Right, but the idea that, I mean, I'm sure they're thinking about it, right? They gotta be. But then you don't want to like launch the game and then it closes this. I think it's the idea that, you know, you pull out the disc, right, the floppy disk, you slap it in there, you play it, it's cool. There's something to this. It's an aesthetic builder, and I know, God, have I spent enough time playing this game? I'm sorry, I spent most of this time just yapping about the games that we have. We haven't even seen them all. There's so many more. So many more, right? Pine Story of Loss. I got this in case we needed to be really fucking sad about something, because this one apparently is really good. But it is a heavy one. Right? Doom Eternal. That's not what that is. That's Routine. This is another one. That's another one we're gonna play. Right? Doom Eternal. Doki Doki Literature Club. I get this is another one that's been heavily recommended that we play. I guess for reasons. Doom Eternal, still got to play this one. We played Doom last year. That was fun. The 2018 Doom. Total War Warhammer 3, another fantastic game. Dirt Rally, another game I got for free somehow. Splitgate, a lot of fun. A lot of fun. The sequel, iffy, right? Black Flag, definitely want to play that one. Looks fucking awesome. Looks so good. Looks like a lot of fun. Maybe not very Assassin's Creed, but very piratey, which I'm into. Shape-shifting detective. This I thought would be kind of fun. Kind of fun and quirky. Because it's what is it, like FMV? Like it's all live action with choices. Right? It's all like actually filmed. And I thought it'd be kind of a cool thing. You don't see a lot of those games anymore. The Beast Inside, a horror game. Definitely played this with a friend several years ago. Like well over 5 years ago. It was not bad. It was not bad. Not bad at all. Temtem. Did a video on this one on the show because I thought it was cool. It's like a MMO light-esque, but also very single-player driven Pokemon. No. Sorry. Monster catching and training-esque game. I liked it. Unfortunately, it is no longer being developed. But what a time it was. Time it was for a little bit. Cult of the Lamb. Top tier game. Fucking love it. Omega Strikers. Another cool game. Resident Evil Reverse. This was also a game. That also was a thing that existed. Ghostwire Tokyo. Never actually got to play this. But it came with my latest graphics card when I upgraded this way back when we were playing Witcher 3. And I got this and Doom Eternal. And the expansions. And it's look really cool, so maybe one day we'll check it out. Maybe one day. Right, we got Bioshock. Absolute god tier game. One of the greatest games ever made. Without a doubt. Easily. That's going on the shelf. Right, Phantom Pain. First Metal Gear Solid game I purchased. I think I got through the intro, and then that was about it. Right? Still gotta definitely play the other ones. Everyone's been telling you gotta play Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3. They're really good. So one day, Bioshock 2 Remastered. We will definitely be visiting that game someday. I'm just going really fast. Wild Shape. Really cool virtual D&D tabletop. Field of Glory 2 Medieval. Not sure how I have that game. The first Mafia game. Absolove. End of Gods. We played this on Halloween. I think the first Halloween of the channel, like, was that long? 5 years ago? Right, very Nordic horror game. Freaky. Very cool, though. Very cool. Never finished it. But I do think about it. I do think about it a lot. Half-Life 2 Deathmatch. I don't know what that even is. Really, Blue Fire, another indie game that I thought was pretty cool. Levelhead. I think that's a demo. Maybe. I'm not sure. Game Deck Definitive Edition. This was a game that I think I purchased. I don't remember, but it's like a strategy game, I think. Deep Rock Galactic. Absolutely fun. Definitely need more people to actually play it with, because solo, it's okay. But it's a really good, really well-made game. Here we go. Batman Arkham Knight. That's the continuation of the trilogy. Total War Shogun 2. One of my first games on Steam ever, actually, because I got the discs and I had to download Steam in order to install it. Slash the Crown of the Magister. game we're definitely going to be playing. Celasta. We played Celasta 2 in early access. Really cool. Got to go back and play more of that. Lulu Saves Christmas. This was going to be Christmas this year. Didn't get around to it. Unfortunately, things got too crazy busy. But we'll play it. Resident Evil 4 Remake. God tier game. Absolutely is. Even though there's some differences between it and the original, this is as good of a remake as we were going to be able to get. Emphasized more horror, less campiness, still a little bit of the humor, but for the most part, really, really good, really replayable. Pillars of Earth, another narrative game that I wanted us to check out. Banner Saga 2. Fallen Region, I don't even know what that is. Sniper Elite 5, I think I got that for free. The Medium. This game looked pretty cool. I was also going to play this for Halloween at some point. Way back when I first purchased this, 2021. There's the idea that it's literally split screen. And you control her, right? It's like a medium, hence the name. But as you move, you're moving in both of the areas at the same time. Right, so some things you interact down here, some things you interact up here, and I think there's some like puzzle aspects for that. Like, it's such a cool idea, and I really wanted to play it. And so maybe one day we'll get to that too. I have absolutely far too many games and absolutely far too little time. Lord of the Rings Online, really fun game if you just play it for just the story and the world. If you don't treat it like an MMO, I think it's way more enjoyable. No disrespect to the developers. I mean that in the best way possible because it's a massive world. Massive world that leans more towards the books than the movies. But it's big. It's big and it's neat. Oh, Assassin's Creed 2. There it is. There it is. Part of the soon-to-play games. Rogue Heroes. Ruins of Tassos. Another kind of top-down pixel RPG co-op game. Definitely reminded me of Link to the Past, which is why I ended up getting it. It's co-op. Another one that I thought was kind of cool. Oh, Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. I actually really liked 4. 4 was fun. Lego Star Wars 3: The Clone Wars. Beautiful. Look at that with Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town. I did this because I wanted to. It's basically this. It's like a Harvest Moon, in every way but the name. Right. It's basically a spiritual successor. And I remember playing Harvest Moon ages, like 20 years ago. Maybe not 20, 15, something like that. Some good amount of time ago, but I was in high school. And I thought it was kind of fun. And so I was like, oh, this seems kind of neat. And then I never ended up having time to play it. So it's just been in my library. Telltale's Batman. Walking Dead. Oh, nope. Friday the 13th. This is a relic. This game is no longer playable. No longer anything. Nothing but a really interesting memory. Voice chat. Jason Voorhees. Dead by Daylight style. This game was really fun. It was a crime that the rights holders, and I don't know all the specifics of like the details, but I know like the two people were fighting over it, right? The ones who own the franchise and the ones who own the name and the character, right? The character of Jason Voorhees, but then also the Friday the 13th franchise. I think they were fighting for rights or some shit, and it basically fucked over this game completely because they couldn't develop anything while the lawsuits were going on. they couldn't do anything with the game, right? They couldn't make anything, and so they were kind of stuck. And then once everything had settled, they were like, okay, yeah, well, we literally can't do anything with the game anymore, so we gotta shut it down. So it was a real fucking shame, because this was a lot of fun. This was a lot of fun. And now they're making a Halloween game with like Halloween the movie, right? Not just like the theme. And it's exactly the same style. So maybe that'll be a lot of fun. But it's just a shame that Friday the 13th. It was such a cool idea. It was such a perfect franchise for that style of game too. X-Morph Defense. As well, Split Fiction. God, I gotta play this game. The plan is to play it this year, at some point. Songs for a Hero. This was quirky. I don't know how long term, because I played this for a few hours, but it's this like side scroller, well, action game, and the whole thing is that the entire thing is being sung, right? The idea is like, imagine you're on the adventure, you're doing things, and there's like this like bardic music, right? Singing the actions that you're doing and what's happening on the screen. And it sings it. And it's really good. But if you kind of get stuck in some places, it can feel a little repetitive. But the first couple hours, I could say, definitely were neat. It's a really cool concept that I think was cool for somebody to try out. I liked it. Kill It With Fire. Easy. Easy, good game. Just a really relaxed run around your house, kill spiders. Black Myth Wukong. My God, have I not played this game yet? I want to so badly. It's in the library. It's in the library. I really want to play it on the channel for everybody and myself. Terraria, a classic. Portal 1, another great game we played on the channel. So good. Chronos the New Dawn. Play the demo, own the game. Maybe eventually we'll play the whole thing. Why do I have this? I don't know why I have this. I don't know why I have this. This was never going to be... I was never on route to be a VTuber. So that timeline never happened. Or maybe it did and we're just not in it. We're not in that timeline. Don't Starve Together. Played it a little bit. Very, very, very neat game. Little Nightmares. Fucking phenomenal. Top tier game. Didn't play it on the channel. Played it personally. Really fun. Got hella spoiled on the sequel out of nowhere by somebody else. And so, never ended up playing the sequel. Carson House. Fears to Fathom. This is my first Fears to Fathom game. Scared the shit out of me. Played it on the channel. If anything, it was iconic to me. Borderlands, the pre-sequel. I know I got this for free. Never played it. Haven't played any game except Borderlands 2. And then after playing Borderlands 2 enough, I was like, I'm good. I'm good. Stick Fight the Game, a classic. Dungeon of Elements. I think that's another free one that I got. Sparking Zero. I fucking love this game. Right? Anyone can say whatever they want about it being like it's not very deep. It doesn't have a lot of deep combat systems. I don't care. It's a lot of fun to me. I just play it by myself. Played against some friends before. But for the most part, it just lets me relive Dragon Ball Z. And that's about really all I needed from it. Fall Guys. What a time. Played since launch. And then Epic bought it, and then I never played it again. Tailspire. This shit. I feel like is not talked about enough. This is one of the coolest virtual tabletops out there. And I've been messing around with it for so many years. So it's a VTT, right? So for like tabletop games, and it has all these assets that you can literally, so like this scene, you can build this with all the tiles and set pieces and everything in here. And you can actively have you, the game master, and then your other players, and you can move their pieces around. And there's like animations for different attacks and weapons and everything. And there's like lighting. Like it's so cool. And if anything, it's just fun to build stuff and look at things. So I've recreated a number of D&D moments in here. Like, look at this. This is cool, right? This tells you roll the dice. You physically roll the dice on here, and they bounce around and everything. They don't knock anything off, but it's a pleasing animation. But yeah, no, like Tailspire is very cool, and they're constantly updating. Like almost every other week is something. Fucking love that game. It's not even a game, it's like a VTT, but it's so good. Tabletop Simulator, another fantastic classic. Sorry, I'm trying to go through as much of these quickly. I don't think I'm gonna get through all of them. I have too many. Like I said, you can Soul Reaver 1 and 2 remastered. I got this because I wanted to play it. Never played them before. Heard these are fucking classics, so had to. New World, Eternum, Season of Conquerors, RIP New World. It is now... Is it shut down yet? It's in the process of being shut down. I think they're basically wrapping it. Neverwinter, another D&D MMO. Again, very fun if you don't treat it like an MMO. If you just treat it kind of like a plot line and a story you kind of go with. It's neat. It's very neat. Let's see. Crisis 2. My first Crisis game, actually. Got this on the PS3 way back when, and then ended up getting it on PC when I got a laptop. Also, around this... a little after I got a PS3, ended up getting a laptop. Got Crisis 2. A lot of fun. Before your eyes, I've heard nothing but amazing things about this game. But I've only heard it from a very small amount of people about this game. But I've heard it's really good. I imagine it's like an Edith Finch kind of game. So I'm looking forward to that one. Dead Space 2. I also want to try to get to this year. That's on my list. Dead Space 2. Maybe not the trilogy, but at least that one. Dispatch. Another phenomenal fucking game. We played this on the channel. Really good time. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. And put that there. This is what I mean. We need more. I need more shelves. I can't imagine some of you guys out there that have like hundreds of games. I don't even know how many I have. I don't even know how many I have, but I'm like visually seeing it, and it's like, oh god. Gravity Field. I don't even know what that is. Tomb Raider game. That's right. I got the trilogy of Tomb Raider for free. Dark Deception. That was something. Dark Tide is a lot of fucking fun. I don't have anybody to play this with, so I play it solo. But it's cool. It's Vermintide, but Warhammer 40k. This got me way into 40k, and then Space Marine really drove me home with being like, this shit's cool. This shit's fucking rad. I don't know what Galactica Deadlock is. I don't know why I have that. There you go. Will of the Wisps. The other Ori game. Invisible War. Be playing that too. Senua Saga Hellblade 2. I am so behind on actually playing this. I've promised it for so long, and I am garbage with scheduling it. Because I really want to play it. I also kind of worry I can't run it. Because it looks really good. So I'm in the middle. Resident Evil 6. I could talk about this game. I could talk about this game for like an hour. I played it on the channel. If you want to hear my thoughts, in the first episode where we did an episode for each campaign. The first episode and the last episode, both of those, I gave a first impressions, and then I gave a kind of my overall thoughts on 6. And so if you're interested, go check that out. But it's not as bad as everyone says, but it's not the best. It's not the strongest Resident Evil out there. But I liked it. Jackbox Party Pack 6. Gotta crack that open again for the Discord game nights. That's for sure. I was not a fan of this game. I was hoping this would be kind of like the follow-up to Ultimate Ninja Storm. And it wasn't. I didn't find it nearly as fun. But that's me, right? Rogue Trader. Another phenomenal game that we will be playing. Oh, those are kind of inverted. But it's essentially the Baldur's Gate 3-ish, but not exactly. It's an RTS, not an RTS. I don't know. Strategy RPG. That's the words I'm gonna use. It's a strategy RPG in the likes of, what is it, kind of like XCOM and Baldur's Gate 3-ish? Heavily recommended. So that's definitely on our list. Call of Cthulhu, that's another one that was going to be for a Halloween. Never ended up getting to it yet. Dear Esther. Another narrative dynamic. I don't know what that is either. I have a lot of games I don't know about. How did these get here? Soviet jump game from Fantastic Passion, one of the Game Grumps games. I need to play this year. Arbiter Core Fires of Rubicon. This has been sitting in my Steam since it came out, and I've been wanting to play it for years, and I just never got to. Literally August 2023. That's how long I've had that. Phasmophobia, top tier game. Been playing it since it came out in early access. Haven't played it in a little bit, but I know it's still really good. Sorcery 1 and 2. I was either gonna stream this or we were gonna play it as a series. But it's another one of these, like a D&D-esque type kind of RPGs. Not a lot of complicated combat or anything, but more just for like, because it's cool. I've heard good things about it. And oh my gosh, so many of these. Senua's Sacrifice. We played this on the channel. Absolutely phenomenal game. Pop-up dungeon. Quirky, grid-based D&D-esque game. There's some cards, but everything's kind of like these paper box characters. And they have like these paper miniatures instead. Like when we can't afford the 3D ones. It's a cool little game. I'm definitely not going to be able to get these. I just wanted to get to a few more. Right, Bioshock 2, Little Nightmares 2. I mean, I played maybe the first hour of that game, and then I ended up getting spoiled on the rest of it. And so I never went back. It's so sad too. Satisfactory. Far too many hours in that game. Far too many, but really good. Chaos Gate Demon Hunters. This is another one that I want to play. And this was also gifted by Matt Rowland. And it just looked really neat. I don't think it's very complicated, but I also feel like it could be very complicated. Just aesthetically, it looked really cool. Right, another RPG strategy game. And then so we got Link Evolution, Yu-Gi-Oh! Not great, not terrible. Winter More Tactics Club, another one we played this past Christmas for a little bit because I thought it was really fun and I wanted to show it off. Right, Lethal Company. Today. Very fun game. Way more fun with a group. Chillazar Parasocial. This shit fucked me up, man. We played it on Halloween, and it's scary. Scary. It's so good. It's so good. So well put together. There's so many other Chillazar games that I want us to play now, because that was my first impression. And I'm like, oh shit, this is great. Vermintide 2. So many hours in that game as well. Bioshock Infinite. Still gotta play 2 and Infinite. Where's Orochi 4? That one's alright. Scaleboy Refractured Space Marine 2. Fucking top tier game. Still gotta go back and finish it. Is that the sentence I use with most of these games? Is that exact thing? Oh my god, there's so many. There we go. Here we go. Cyberpunk 2077. Also have to go back and finish this one. And I know what you mean. What do you mean finish it? This was one of the first videos on the channel. If you go back, if you go to the channel to the video section and you sort by oldest, you'll see the very first video on the channel was One Piece, Pirate Warriors 4. And then I also did a video, Cyberpunk 2077. I booted up the game on release day, by the way, so you know how long ago that was. And I didn't have any issues until after that episode. And then the game just like fucking shit out. My frame rate and performance went to hell. But I basically just did the intro of the Street Kid, I think it was called. So I gotta go back and we gotta commit to a whole playthrough of that now that I think I can actually run it and the game has been fixed a lot. So that's definitely on there. Let's see, another Crab's Treasure, another Souls-like game that I really wanted us to play, that I thought was really fun and quirky. It's really cute. And all I know is that you're this one little crab, and you're going around, and I think you're fighting other crabs, right? Another Crab's Treasure. You're basically beating them up and taking their... I mean, maybe not their shell, but something's going on. Something's going on I don't know about. Let's see, what else do we got? What else do we got real quick before we go? Fears to Fathom, Home Alone. No, not Carson House. I was wrong. I said that out loud. This is what I was thinking of. Home Alone. This shit fucked me up. This is the one. This is the one. Carson House. I've not played Carson House. I've not played Carson House. I have not. This is the next one. This is the next one. That's the next one we got to do. Carson House. Because we got Carson House, and then we have the Woodbury Lookout. Those two. What else? What else we got in this box? Browns, that's something. Undertale. You know what? This is a great one to end on. Undertale. Fucking phenomenal game. Toby Fox. This shit is fucking genius. I'm not gonna lie. I thought this was gonna be such a simpler game than it was. And it turned out to have a lot of depth. A lot of fucking creativity. A ton of creativity. And... honestly... I mean, I don't know what else to say without really spoiling anything. It's just, it's so well done. It's so well made. And we're doing a second playthrough. We're doing a second playthrough coming up soon. Right? Because we already did one. So if you're interested in that, go check it out on the channel. But this is so fucking cool. This is such a cool game. See, Undertale by Toby Fox, but I think that's I mean, I'll put it on the table, right? But and this is only a fraction Right, so basically this whole this whole video, my god. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Holy shit. I know this was to show off the game, and I think the concept is fucking great. I think it's really cool. So the more this develops out, the more people, because I think it's got like 30,000 wish lists, something like that. So the potential for this is insane, right? And so I really hope, and I'll be following progress of how this goes, because I mean, you get more assets, you get more stuff you can be really creative with in the game. Plus, every time you buy new games, you can come in here and add new posters and new stuff and change our bed sheets into our new favorite game of the month or whatever it is. Right? And then there are going to be people that have to get like 7 to 10 of these bookshelves to fit all their games on because they have like 700 Steam games. And I imagine it also counts for demos and everything else too, so. Man, this is really cool though. This is cool. So, video ended up being mostly about just talking about the games and the ones that I have or have not played. But I hope this has been fun. I hope you like it. I hope this has been cool. It's been kind of nice, reminiscing in a way, and also kind of makes me double check all my Steam library and just be like, holy shit, there's so many I have not played yet. It's kind of wild, but the list grows ever bigger. So let me know what you think about this in the comments. Thanks again for watching. I will link this game in the description if you want to check it out on Steam or just mess around with it for yourself. So either way, thanks again for watching. See you guys in the next video, whatever that ends up being. Bye.